feel nervous, as ready as I was. Definitely the nerves do kick in, but here we are. And all right, here we go. What's up, fellas? Uh, I was actually planning to lead us through a karate workout today, but I felt called to share something more personal instead. First off, thank you, Eisen, for creating this fellowship, and thank you, gentlemen, for holding such a beautiful, safe container. And a special thanks to my wife for pointing me in your direction when she saw the message. She's truly my oracle. Um, you know, Standing up here today wasn't an easy call because every man in my ship has so much wisdom to share, and I could have chosen any one of us to speak. But something inside me said it was time to step up and stand in my kingship. So my story starts in Jordan. That's where I was born. In the middle of this all conflict that's going on in the world. Growing up in the Middle East wasn't easy. I saw a lot of dysfunction, a lot of toxic masculinity that really shaped how I understand what being a man really meant. And I moved around a lot as a kid, from Jordan to Sri Lanka when I was 12. That wasn't an easy move. Back to Jordan when I was 15, then to America when I was 17. When with each move, something inside me just got heavier and heavier. Rage. And I'm sure a lot of men in here can definitely resonate with that. As a kid, bouncing between these different worlds uh, with no real place to call home, no place to call my own. I found myself in a ton of fights. I didn't start most of them, but I sure as hell welcomed every single one. Each fight was like a pressure valve, releasing all this pain building up inside me. From my dysfunctional home life, from being bullied, or so they thought they can, uh, from seeing how women were disrespected when I was always felt this deep need to protect them. That white knight syndrome, I guess, was Eisen calls it, but this is past us, I guess. Uh, Nobody ever taught me how to handle my anger. Nobody told me that underneath all that burning rage was just deep sadness. So I learned to speak with my fists, to find some kind of relief in violence. Growing up, I played small in pretty much every other way. I dimmed my light. I dumbed myself down to fit in, scared of making people uncomfortable with the energy I naturally carry. Hyper kid and all that. I told myself I was too much and lived deep in this story of not being worthy. Except when I was fighting. Fighting was the only place where I let myself be fully present and fully in my power. But I'm done with that. I stopped fighting in physical fights over a decade ago, but that anger, it didn't go anywhere. It just stayed with me, this constant energy I had no idea how to release. So I found another way to deal. Every day I'd push down this anger, anxiety, and feeling of unworthiness by getting high, smoking a lot of weed. Mary Jane was there for me when I needed it. It served its purpose. It became my ritual, the one way I could function without feeling the full weight of my emotions. I could check out, avoid the pain, pretend it wasn't there. But our bodies, man, our bodies, they keep score. Eventually, I started feeling this intense physical pain. All trapped anger and unprocessed sadness was literally sitting in different parts of my body, creating these pockets of suffering, and no amount of numbing dissociation could calm it down. This was rock bottom. Disconnected from myself, fighting a war inside my own body, using substances to avoid feeling that we're just begging to be acknowledged and released, and stuck in all this unhealthy one-sided friendships and relationships. We all been through that shit. So my name is Seri. In Arabic, that means leader of an army. My middle name, Mario, means mighty warrior. And my last name, Sabella, means the promise of God. Okay, take it easy, my parents really knew how to pile on the pressure, right? And being Middle Eastern Italian descent, I got this lot of pressure, a lot of fucking carbohydrates in my blood. I just don't know how to fucking sit still, but we learn as we grow to calm that shit down. But for years, I ran from this birthright, from this calling to lead and to fight, not against other people, but for something bigger. Martial arts has been my savior since I was 6 years old, when my father first signed me up. For over 30 years now, I've trained in karate and other disciplines, but for a long time, my training was just tangled up with rage. This turning point came when I started approaching martial arts differently. Not as an outlet for my anger, but as a discipline that could teach me to channel my energy. I got my first black belt in karate at 19, and I was so serious about it that I traveled all the way to Okinawa to train and test in front of the headmaster of that branch and many others. Fast forward through the years of practice, and just a few months ago, I received my 4th degree black belt in Okinawan Shorin-Ryu Shorinkan Karate. But honestly, most important than any rank was learning the real difference between anger and power. So now I stand before you as a life force energy sensei and creator of the Sabella method, which is my approach to energy transformation and masculine power. All those experiences across different cultures and continents have given me the unique understanding of human potential and energy. Beyond the dojo, I am a certified coach and wellness guide. My mission goes beyond traditional martial arts training. I help transform men's and boys' lives by showing them how to channel raw emotion into authentic power. Power and pain into power. I blend martial arts wisdom with energy work to help warriors unlock their deepest strength and purpose. I'm also an action actor and a filmmaker. For over 8 years, I was in Hollywood as a stuntman and an action actor, still dabbling in that, but with me finding my purpose and how life comes to you, it channels differently, and here I am. Recently, I did this parasite cleanse. I shared it with my my fellas in the forge. This is also a systemic detox and completely rebooted my nervous system. And let me tell you, it kicked my motherfucking ass. As tough as it was, it fucking kicked my ass. I'm grateful for it. I'm super grateful for it, but damn, did it transform me. Whether it was the cleanse for all the shadow work that I've been diving into, we've all been diving into, probably both. People have been dropping out of my life like rotten apples in my Garden of Eden. And instead of mourning this, and I did for a while, but you get over it, I'm embracing it and I step fully into my purpose. Though this intense cleansing process, I discovered something mind-blowing. Our emotions get trapped in our organs. I did a little research into Taoist wisdom, and it showed me that our organs are deeply connected to our emotions. Our childhood traumas often get stored in major organs. The heart holds onto pain and hatred. The spleen stores untrust, mistrust. The lungs carry grief, sadness, and depression. The kidneys hold fear and phobias. And the liver stores anger. Man, my liver was working overtime for decades. Each organ works like a container for different emotions. When we feel discomfort or get sick, it's often a signal that our organs' energy are out of balance, out of whack, disharmony. There's a dis-ease in the flow, which creates disease. In Taoist wisdom, they teach that by understanding which emotion connects to which organ, we can start releasing all that negative energy that's built up over time and clear out trauma. It starts with balancing the heart energy, because the heart is the leader, the king of all organs. When we expand the loving energy of the heart, of your heart, and strengthen your energetic field, your aura, you create space for healing and for transformation. You have to have compassion for yourself. Compassion for others, of course, but mainly compassion for you. So now I would invite us to close our eyes and take a journey inward together. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out your mouth. Let's do this 3 more times. Keep your eyes closed. With your mind's eye, find any tension or discomfort in your body. Where is it sitting? Give it a size, a shape, a color. Take a moment. Let that sink in. Let's go a step further and use your imagination. Transform this tension into a character, an entity, a monster, a demon, a parasite, whatever form feels right for you. Now bring it forward and invite it to sit on a bench right in front of you. Take a few moments to connect. If you see it or connect to it, that's totally fine. Don't overthink it. Maybe it shows up as an energy or a knowing or a feeling or nothing at all. There's no right or wrong here. Now ask it, what message do you have for me? What are you trying to tell me? What is your purpose? And it usually takes a second, a knowing. There's not much going on, conversation. It just goes, bam, this is what I got. Now thank it for showing up and give it some love. I appreciate you bringing this message to me, and I've got it from here. I am in control. I am the captain of my ship. You can leave now. Remember, most of our stress comes from how we respond, not from what life throws at us. Adjust your attitude. Change how you see things. Look for the blessing in every situation. Take the lesson and find new opportunities to grow. Let go of all the extra stress, worry, bullshit, overthinking. So take deep breaths into this space again. From the nostril, go in. And from the core, from your abdomen, squeeze out. The energy comes from your core. Let's do this 2 more times. 1 more. Now that you've released that, and if you haven't, that's perfectly fine. Things usually need time and patience. Let's take a moment and connect with our king, our inner king. My king sits in my heart. Take a moment and scan your body to see where that sits with you. Ask him to come forward and say, allow me to recognize my part in the divine plan. Grant me the power to achieve greatness in doing your will. Thank you, King. Now let's integrate with some light stretching while sitting down and some somatic tapping on the chest. Bring your left hand to the right side of your head and gently pull down. Go 45 forward. Breathe through that. Take a deep breath. Switch hands, same thing. Right to left. Pull down. Not too much. 45 forward. Feel the tension release by breathing in and releasing the negative. Bring your right hand across your chest with the left across your elbow and squeeze and take a deep breath. Release. Left arm across the chest, right to above the elbow and squeeze. Release. Grab your right hand on your left elbow, bring it behind your back, hand flat on your back, tap in 3 times and say, I got my back. I got you. Stretch with that. Switch the arms, same thing, left on the right elbow, right palm on the back of your back and tap in again. I got you, homie. I got you. I got you, my brother. I got my own self. Breathe. Turn your head to the left. Bring your right hand to the side and stretch your back. Take a deep breath through that and release. Switch. And back to center. This journey from rage to power, from numbing to feeling, from fighting to others to fighting for others, to finally fighting for myself has become my life's work. Brothers, this is part of the work. This is how we reclaim our power. This is how we stand in our truth. This is how we start to heal. Whenever we find ourselves in a dark place, meditation, movement, and activity are crucial, and consistency is key. This won't disappear in one session. Through repetition, you be set free and on to your mission. In my experience, the three most important aspects of men's work are discipline and honor, because we need to keep ourselves in check, to stay in the righteous path and do what's honorable. Ambition, because without drive and imagination, we can't embody our purpose and passions. Shadow work, because it's vital to befriend our inner demons rather than fight or avoid them. What we understand, we never fear. We don't defeat our demons, we learn to live above them. You either get bitter or you get better. It's that simple. You either take what's life dealt to you, let it make you a better person, or let it tear you down. The choice isn't for fate, it's yours. Acceptance is key, my brothers. No amount of anxiety will change your future. No amount of regret will change your past. Peace comes through acceptance. Accept imperfection, accept uncertainty, accept what you can't control, but do your job as moving forward. You don't have to understand, tolerate, or even forget something. But if you want peace, you must accept. And don't forget to have fun in the process. Be creative and let your inner child come out and play in this journey we call life. Every man is forged in the fire of difficulty. Embrace the storms. They're shaping you into the man you're meant to be. And since we are in the sacral chakra, I'd like to share a 3-minute short film I created called The Tragedy. The title speaks for itself, and I usually like to create comedy. This is out of my norm, and for me, and a little vulnerable, but it's currently circulating in film festivals. Won 2 awards so far and 1 semi-finalist. And you are the first crowd I'm showing it to. It's about Adam, this simple man whose entire world gets ripped apart through the evil byproduct of war. Beyond the literal story, I see this film as a powerful metaphor for our inner struggles and our shadows. Just like Adam faces external devastation, we battle internal forces that threaten to destroy what we've built. Our shadows, our fear, our rage, unprocessed trauma can tear apart our inner world if we don't acknowledge them. So as we watch, think about your own inner Adam, the simple, authentic man inside who sometimes finds this world shaken by forces both external and internal. Allow me to show you this film. Eisen, I'm gonna share my screen. All right. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, we can see. You may need to turn like so it can share computer audio as well. We'll let you know if we can hear it.
Yes, sir. I think I did that. All right, here we go. Thank you. Thank you for witnessing me today, gentlemen, as I witness you. If my energy resonates with you, I'd be honored to work with you one-on-one as well. Feel free to reach out. You can follow me on Instagram as well at Sensei Sabella or Seri Sabella. And remember, hell is empty. All the demons live within.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Don't go so quick though. I mean, out of the spotlight here. Bow. There, I'm with you. That was beautiful, man. How are you
Thank you.
feeling?
Um, I feel good. I feel relaxed. I feel in my kingship. I feel in my heart. I feel vulnerable. Um, I feel honored. I feel seen. Uh, I feel grounded.